Before we begin this video, I would like to just say that my pronunciations are a bit off, but I have got some help, so I hope I'm not offending anyone. Robert Clive was born on the 29th of September 1725, born into an era where Britain was becoming the top world power. Around this time, the British Empire was taking its early form, and it already held lands in West and South Africa and Northern America. But what would set them on top of the global competition was taking the Indian Peninsula, a hotspot for trade and exotic materials. In the 1740s, Clive became a member of the East India Company, a British-owned trading company in, you guessed it, India. And in 1744 he set sail to India for the first time. Clive arrived at Fort St. George in June and worked as a shopkeeper. In that time he began to read a lot of books in the governor's library, which was open for him. At this point, India was controlled primarily by the Mughal Empire, but its influence over Bengal was weakening with the coming of the East India Company. But there were other forces at play in India, notably the French East India Company, which were viewed as hostile by the British. In 1745, the British attacked a French fleet, beginning the First Carnatic War. Clive took up arms and defended Fort St. David at Calcutta from the French. The French began an assault of the area in March of 1747, but this time Clive had enlisted in the company's army and was gaining infamy on the battlefield. In 1748, on the siege of Pondicherry, Clive showed his skill to his fellow soldiers by defending a trench from the French. Hey, that rhymes. What happens next is a lot of other conflicts with the French for a good part of a decade. In 1755 he became deputy governor of Fort St. David, and soon set his eyes on Calcutta. On the 2nd of January 1757, Murshidabad and subsequently the Kingdom of Bengal fell from the control of Prince Siraj. In February of 1757 the prince sent an army of over 100,000 men and attempted to retake eastern Calcutta. Yet with barely 5,000 troops, Clive managed to call his defense of the city a victory. In 1757, it was a crazy year in Bengal, and it would only get crazier with the Battle of Plassey. On the 21st of June, Clive arrived outside Plassey with 3,200 men, and surprisingly Clive won a victory over the Mughal Empire and the French forces aiding the Mughals. The Mughals suffered 500 casualties, the British taking only 50. This battle was a heroic feat for the British, and an almost impossible feat at that. This was a turning point for the campaign in India for the British, and he would be seen as a hero of the British Empire. Hi, I'm Oliver from Rejected History. If you liked this video, remember to comment what you want us to do next. If you missed anything out you would like us to mention, please do comment, and we can work on a revised version of this. You're watching Rejected History, and goodbye.